well you're gonna be able to hear me or not, but we're gonna switch this back so it's on the other side so that we can cut with it on center delivery again. There we go, just like that. And we're gonna go up this little half mile here in the trees, hopefully. But yeah, it's hotter than the hubs of hell in here, the windows and everything shut, so this will be a kind of a short in-cab video here, but I thought I'd kind of show you how the double swath on this works. You move either canvas to either side like that. Anyway, talk to you again here when I get out. Well, it's going about as well as it usually does, I guess. This morning I started cutting, and I bent a guard up on a rock and broke the knife. So we spent most of the day kind of fixing it, because where I usually get them from, for whatever reason, they never ordered another one, because I usually put a new knife in there once a year. But last year we broke 2 of them, and I guess we used up the 2 that usually get in, I guess. Because each one of these swathers kind of takes a different knife. And this one has its knives, and they order a couple for it, and there's 6 different people that come in there for parts for these old girls. There's still quite a few of them cutting, but anyway, they never ordered another one, and the ones where they get them from would be a couple days. Well, I don't really want to wait a couple days, so I had an old knife that broke last year, and Antoine cut it down to like a 2-foot strip, and we bolted it on top of where the knife broke and bolted it on both sides. But now the knife head sheared off. All the little pop rivets on it all sheared off. So I guess it's back to the yard we go again then. But maybe once we get the pop rivets on this knife, they're not worth a shit. It's just how the cheaper ones come are with pop rivets, and then the ones that have bolts are twice the price. Well, as sections break, we put bolts in, so it's not that big of a deal. Kind of rough. This is just a strip of road allowance here that surprisingly the farmers haven't worked up like most of the other ones around here. And for the longest time we weren't able to get in here to cut it because it's all been underwater how to get in here, but now it's dried up. There's a pretty good swath of hay, as you can see there. So anyway, I guess back to the yard to do some more wrenching, and we'll be back at her again tomorrow, but not the end of the world really. Anyways, I guess once we get her fixed tomorrow, I'll make a few more videos again, but until then, hit that like button and subscribe for more. We'll talk to you in the next one. I also forgot to mention, I guess, or explain, I was dumping it off to one side. You can see where we were cutting over here, and I was dumping the swath on the side here. Reason I'm doing that is, if I were to have it on center delivery, instead of the swath being over there, it would, instead of it being there, it would be right along here where your tires are on, right? Then I'd come along and swath this side, and it would be exactly where that swath is. So with the center delivery now, when I come back and cut up this side of the road, it's gonna dump it right on top of that one. And it's almost right in the center of the road, in between your tire tracks. So it won't be getting ran over. You can see the foxtails kind of sticking up there. That's the center of the road. So it'll be sitting up on grass, easy for the baler to pick up. And it won't be getting tramped down by any cars that might come down here. You can see around the corner here. And then all the way up this mile, it's dumped off to that side. And then when we come back and cut all that and dump it on there, it'll make one nice big, easy to pick up swath. Because otherwise there's certain spots where you're kind of wavering in and out because of how far over you can cut before you roll the swather. So you'd end up with 2 little swaths wavering around and getting ran over, and kind of a pain in the ass. You do it this way and just cut straight and dump it to one side, and then when you come back and cut up this side here, you've got a couple feet you can play with, moving back and forth a little bit, and you're still dumping it on top of the last swath. So works out pretty good. So anyway, just in case you're wondering why I was dumping it off to the side like that, I wasn't just doing that to show you how it worked, but had a reason for it. So anyway, hit the like button and subscribe. You know what to do. We'll see you in the next one.